So we're going to talk TikTok today. We're not going to talk right now. In a few more minutes, everybody's going to kind of file in. But this is going to be a chance to talk social. So
That's right.
Social
Media.
What social media do you socialize?
Let's see how many times we could say social in the same sentence. I socialize on social media, and my favorite social media platforms are currently, ironically, TikTok and Twitter. I'm stuck in the T's at the moment.
You like the T's,
but that's the ones that I'm personally on the most.
Mhm.
Now we'll dive deeper into TikTok in this chat for everybody, but the one why it's happening for me the most is I'll give the two reasons in this warm up, and we're just a few minutes away.
Yeah,
this is just our opening kind of warm up. We're 2.5 minutes away from going deep into the 5 things you need to know about TikTok. But what I like about it is it's honestly, I'm getting humor out of it, cooking tips, knowledge, fun facts. It really is an awesome short form kind of how to digest content. And Twitter, I'm liking a lot because it's like an active conversation. And many, you know this well, and some of them know I like to talk.
Yeah.
What is your favorite social platform / platforms?
I definitely, my number one has been Twitter over these years. Just more of a casual kind of follower of people and being able to have top of mind, be able to see things trending, whether it's news or sports or marketing. I've kind of followed, there's the little groups. So Twitter's been really cool with that. I don't know if, does YouTube count as a social network? Kind of is.
It kind of does. I mean, they've got a comments.
The comments are kind of, I'd say that would probably be my second one. I know, I've dabbled in the world of Facebook, dabbled in TikTok, not in my necessarily top 5, but that's just my personal preference on how it is. But it's been used by so many people. I know we're just a minute away to really discuss about, this with just kind of educate everybody on TikTok. But even somebody that was a very casual user has so much to learn about it and excited to kind of get the download, because my knowledge is a little bit more on the maybe Twitter side or on some of the other platforms. So there's so many out there.
What's kind of crazy, before we even dabble into TikTok, because it's new, we're technically, and some of you as well, are OG social media users.
Mm-hmm.
Social media came out in our lifetimes, and as we were users.
MySpace?
That's what I'm saying. So Friendster, MySpace, Facebook.
Does LiveJournal count?
No, because it was blogging platform.
Okay.
But yeah, you're flexing now. I see that. I see that. You want everyone to know you know
how old I am. I don't think it's flexing. I think it's called age defining myself.
But this ties in though. It's like there's always going to be a new platform, just like there's always going to be a new piece of technology, right? And this will tie into why we want to educate anyone on TikTok to begin with.
Yeah.
So Facebook maybe was the one that first got you in, or me in, or you in. Maybe it was MySpace, maybe it was Twitter, but it's an ever evolving space, social media. And hopefully in this couple of minutes here, we can kind of make it a little easier for you to understand what these new platforms mean, and do you have to care about them?
So. Absolutely. So this is our webinar. It's official. It's 4:31. So we are going to hit talking about some TikTok. So I'll start off with the first point. What is TikTok? Give me some origins, give me some background, walk me through.
I'll give you what I know.
How else can we learn about it if we don't know the origin story?
Right. And I'm glad you asked, because one of the craziest things is there's a lot of misinformation out there about TikTok. It's just a social media company. It started about 5 years ago, but not in the current iteration. It was actually a merger acquisition situation of multiple companies, ByteDance and Musical.ly. Why that's contextually important is people do know, like, dancing and music on TikTok, the copyright possibilities all came from the Musical.ly side. This is 3-4 years ago, where they had the access to take top hits and music and play 15 to up to 60 seconds of them, all legal. Once that got merged with the company that was doing the video, 3 companies came together, to make this platform. So that is how it birthed the actual, what we know now as TikTok. It used to be ByteDance and Musical.ly, and now we have TikTok. 2018 is when it really became this video, audio, social platform.
It's the growing of the combination of them.
That's right.
that birthed what is a very trending social network.
Big time trending, 500 million active users. So it already went past Twitter, which is at around 350 million.
It destroyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Twitter's still great. Twitter's great, but it jumped past it faster than anyone expected, because we're in a time where video is kind of how everybody's doing everything, right? Yeah. YouTube just overtook broadcast TV as for eyeballs. This is why TikTok is. So that origin of TikTok is multiple companies. It was an acquisition and a merger situation of, this is something. We know we have the music rights now. We now have the video editing software, which is what the app really is. It's a really powerful video suite. And we put it together, and now we've empowered anyone for free to be a creator.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're going to dig deeper into TikTok. I'm sure some of you guys might even have questions. Feel free to use the chat. There's a Q&A. Whatever's easiest for you, go ahead and put that in there. We definitely want to hear what you guys have thoughts on. I'll kind of get into maybe our next topic point on TikTok. So I've heard the term organic reach, and I know what that is, but not everybody, that maybe is a small business owner really knows the benefits or what is organic reach. Is it positive? Is it negative? What is it? And why do I keep hearing about TikTok organic reach? I know I hear it a lot.
Yeah. And I think this is a good one for us to go direct here, because again, thankfully, you do know what organic reach is. Organic reach is something to embrace, quite honestly. It means that you could put something out there and a stranger might see it. And in the beginning days, you might have heard us in the early start, we talked about Friendster, MySpace, all that stuff, even Facebook. In the early days, you could post something and a bunch of strangers would see it, because the algorithm would serve that content, because there were more users on looking for stuff than there was even enough content. So people were able to see a lot of things, right? But as Facebook grew and opened up their ad network, organic reach went down to nearly zero. So when we talk about organic reach, it's not boosting, that's paid, right? It's not an ad, you're paying for that. It is that you could post something and literally no one you've heard of would see it. Not even your followers, but strangers could see it. TikTok has the most available organic reach of any platform right now. That's because they're still fairly new from a couple minutes ago. We were only talking since 2018 that they're in this iteration. Facebook's at year like 13 at this point. So Twitter's at year, I think, right about there, 12 years. It's harder to get that organic reach. I'll give two quick examples because they bear here. We're pushing some clients to utilize this if they'd like to, but we've actually had a client or two actually dabble and put some videos up. And some of those videos have eclipsed over 1,000 views. One's over 2,800 views with real comments from real people, not us. I didn't go in and comment, and real shares, which are very important. As you guys probably know from your other platforms, shares and comments are the big engagement metrics. Taking that a step further, we've actually had one of our team members that went full on viral for a post recently, which was really embracing the TikTok system, which is a type of post that was sharing an interesting fact. And that video from an account that used to have under 50 followers, that video is at 700,000 views, 700,000, not 700. It has over 4,500 shares and 3,500 comments. Now that's a lot. And I'm not saying that that's possible for everybody all the time, but there is a little bit of opportunity here because that account had under 50 followers yesterday. It has almost 1,000 today. People that person on our team doesn't know. Those are straight up strangers. Now, again, organic reach, bringing it back around. What is that? That is organic reach. When you could put up a piece of content that can be thrown into the ether and strangers can find it and funnel them to you, that's the power of organic reach.
Yeah. So it's meeting people without having to pay for it, right?
Well, isn't it also meeting them where they are? Mm-hmm. And that's what's really interesting. If we could do nothing other in this couple of minutes than get you to understand that, marketing is not about your feelings, and your feelings matter, don't get me wrong, but TikTok doesn't care that you think it's for kids. TikTok doesn't care that you think it's stupid. It's putting money into people's pockets who are putting up videos. it doesn't care that you don't like it because it's just a piece of technology. And if you were able to look at it as just a piece of technology of what it is and wield it, there's a ton of opportunity in the short midterm over the next 6 months, 12, maybe even a year or two, until that organic reach starts getting throttled because they absolutely have an ad platform and are going to continue growing it.
Okay. All right. So I was on it for a little bit. Do I have to dance?
David, you don't have to dance, but I want you to dance.
Oh, thank goodness.
I would want you to dance, but you don't have to. So
can I get negative followers?
You could get unfollow to the maximum where it goes under and you have -3.
Okay, just making sure. So will I have to dance? Like, I think that's something that probably people want to know about TikTok. Yeah, because that's what maybe that's what it started as, right? If we go back to the origin.
It started as this music platform. Mm-hmm. So yes, some early successful people, and even the most successful person on TikTok currently is someone you may never have heard of. Charli D'Amelio is a young woman who she had been on Dance Moms on TLC or something like that and went viral early enough on the platform. It's like if you were on YouTube in 2006 and you stayed with it, you got followers. If you were building a Facebook profile in 2008, and stayed with it, you have a lot of fans. That did start that way, where it was the music and the dancing. But I got to be blunt. That's because it was a 15-year-old putting out content on a platform that was untapped.
I'm not 15.
Right. And we're not 15 and we're not 13 and we're not 22 anymore either, I'll be honest. But the demographic, what you're being told or what's out there is that, oh, it's just for kids. That's not true. There are big brands with big money coming into the space, and there are creators that span, I've seen, and you guys have seen it too, 80-year-old creators, 65-year-old creators, investment people, finance people, lawyers, doctors, all putting up content, because this is just, as one of our clients has said, and I stole it, and props, he knows who he is, this is the knowledge economy. We are in a knowledge economy now where you know things that other people don't. The more you're willing to share that now, the more trust you build, and the more they want to potentially do business with you. So no, you don't have to dance. David doesn't have to dance. I don't have to dance. And we can still use TikTok to effectively market our business.
Good. But there's other trends though within TikTok, right? Beyond the dancing, not things that should scare people either. Things that small businesses can even latch onto, right? That they can piggyback and work from. So obviously, Instagram and all these places, they have their likes and their follows. TikTok has it as well?
TikTok does. TikTok metrics, there's a like, there's a comment, there's a share, and there's a view, right? So the lowest level is someone, I viewed your video, I'm checking you out, but I didn't do anything. I didn't press like, I didn't comment, and I didn't share. So that'd be the lowest level. Then there's the like. I saw the video, it pleased me. I've hit one button, one level better. Then there's the next level, which it's some, you could argue a tie, but for us business-wise, the share is a little even more like strength than the comment. The same on Facebook. The share is huge, meaning someone actively wanted to get this to someone else. However, the algorithm looks at both comments and shares as a reason to serve it to more people. This is the sauce. This goes back to earlier question of organic reach. When your video gets more comments and shares, even more than likes, the algorithm decides people want to see that. People like it. People are engaging. Even if some of the comments are negative, doesn't matter. Comment's a comment. And it moves it through to more people's feed. Now, the way the feed works on TikTok, you got a two-pronged feed. You have the following, meaning you followed them, you chose it, and then the for you, the FYP that everyone sees on TikTok. What the heck is that? That's the algorithm. And we got to be honest with you, it is one of the more powerful algorithms in the social space because they're not saturated yet. So it's actually relating to the fact that other humans liked this piece of content, and I think you might like that. So that's the power of putting it out there in this new ecosystem.
Yeah, you're gonna probably find more like-minded people that you probably don't necessarily can interact with the same way. And maybe on Facebook, where you have more of your friends and family that are already there, you're connecting a little bit more, dare I say, with more on the stranger side, who are sharing and liking things in a way that's getting you kind of new eyes type of
I
thing.
love that you brought that up because it really is early enough where it's more strangers than your friends. Whereas Facebook's going to be the opposite of that at this point.
Right.
You have the people you've connected with. They're only going to see a post, an average post on Facebook. You put it up, you do it tomorrow. Let's say you have 1,000 fans or likes. Go check that reach when you post it tomorrow. Maybe it hit. I mean, a strong hit would be like 80, and they didn't even see it. It just showed up in their feed.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok, again, it's early enough where you can actually get that value. I gave the example of one person on our team and a client that was able to put that out there and get real people they never knew to engage with them. It's what you do next that's going to be powerful.
All right. So we talked about reach. That's going to fall into ads.
Yes.
And TikTok's not doing this for charity.
Nope.
So how are they going to make some monies? What are they looking for? How an ad works? And is an ad in TikTok going to be different than the 95 things I didn't know I needed?
Well, they're trying.
Okay.
They're trying to do that. So TikTok for Business, it's the thing, right? And we'll make sure that if you want to know, you can put it in the chat, or we can email you the link. You can also just Google TikTok for Business or ads on TikTok. They're really supporting helping people of like even what to make an ad. What they're trying to do that's different than anyone else right now in the ad space is they're trying to encourage creativity. And I know that sounds maybe silly, but it's because they're really embracing who uses their platform and why they use it. Whereas Facebook already got too big. They don't even care. That's why you can hit the boost and watch your money go away and not necessarily get a ton of value. They'll just take it because they know they have all the people. TikTok's really fostering a creative kind of way. So if I'm trying to sell you, this water, the difference between me taking a sip and saying, buy this water, or doing something fun, maybe I'm doing a bottle flip kind of trick shot and using the hashtag trick shots and then the brand. It's that next step of how to make an ad more engaging. This is the future.
It's not about the product. It's about almost the video
content,
the content that features usually the product, right?
Why we love it in concept is the same reason we preach, and you guys would know this. We preach quality content. We always have from a SEO perspective. That's going to be more and more relevant in social media than ever before. Because if you're just putting out, no offense to anyone that does this, but if you're just putting out very similar or the same Happy Memorial Day post that everyone else does, or Happy this day or whatever, it's a very Facebook thing for many years. It's not going to do anything for you.
It's not a business mover, right?
No, it's not who's going to care? You see it from the reach opportunity and the engagement opportunity. You'd be better off in that same example doing a quick Facebook Live. But the coolest thing about TikTok, and for you guys to know it, is we were talking about the ad platform. It is still markedly cheaper than others because it's new, right? This is like a TV commercial and a billboard is more than a YouTube ad, right? It's the same thing. And TikTok has now an affordability to it that is surprising and refreshing because it's still early. Early is important in stuff like this because in 3 years, it'll be priced very similar to others. And again, you'll maybe still want to spend it, but the ad platform is very powerful because they're noticing the average user is on for an exceptional amount of time. So as they're scrolling, it's showing up and looking exactly like a post. That's the magic. That it has hashtag ad in it, but the people doing it well through the platform, and it's showing you how to do it. It's teaching people how to make a great one that's going to work for them. Whether it's lead generation, product sales, they'll guide you through suggestions, or we will. Meaning you're like watching this and seeing and saying, dang, I think I do need a TikTok. What can I do? Email us, text us, call us. If nothing else, we'll just tell you some ideas of what you can do, just like we did with that client I told you about that had a couple thousand views. We'll give you ideas. You can do it, but we'll fuel you with some of that kind of knowledge that we've gained from the many months of us like pulling this apart. We'll give you some hashtags, how to find new ones, how to see what's trending, what's not. All these things are right there in the app for you to use. You just might need a push in the right direction, and we're here for that.
Nice. So TikTok, new, it's ready for small businesses to run with, to grow with, to to kick some butt on. I'm gonna check out some Q&As that we might have in there. Do you have anything other, like, final thoughts on why a small business should use TikTok?
Yeah, the biggest thing to bring it around is, again, that the TikTok platform doesn't care that you don't like it or think it's for kids. It's just giving free eyeballs. So if your business, whatever it is that you do, would benefit from someone else knowing about it, think about starting a profile. And you don't have to post to start a profile. You can open one up, never post a thing, and just start watching. The more you watch and start to see, it might not be what you've been told on the news or what you've heard from someone else. Get your feet wet. That's the biggest thing we can kind of encourage here, that if you could just dive in and get your feet wet in there, you would see that there's amazing positive content, amazing knowledge content. I bet you know things. I know you do because we work for you. You know things that other people don't know. You start sharing that with them, they trust you, and they convert at that point. This is relationship building 101.
All right. So first question, we'll keep it right where it needs to be. Can any business create a TikTok account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Any individual, any business, they're really fostering and encouraging businesses. So it's even stronger, and it's all free. It's all free. It's even setting up the ad manager account and testing all that out. It won't put an ad out for free, but you can set everything up and do it all 100% free.
So it's similar to, like, Facebook. It's similar to setting up a Twitter or an Instagram. It's the same idea. Okay.
Well, not only that, but one of the cool things to think about, because again, it is free, but one of the big things that happens for people is like, oh gosh, another platform. How do I keep up with this? One thing to kind of figure out is, if you make a good piece of content, can you use it across platforms? Well, yes, you can, as long as you're being kind of honest to each one. For example, if we take this very video, this is going to happen. It'll go up on YouTube. We will then take the little pieces, the 5 things, cut them into clips and share some of those out. We might even put them on Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, because again, if anyone can benefit from learning what organic reach is or learning about some of these things, we'd want them to know. So if your business has something, no matter what it is, whether it's how to donate to a cause or how to develop a relationship, and there's a good 40 seconds about that, it can be repurposed. So with good planning, and again, email us, connect with us, we'll help. Good planning, you can have a piece of content that just crushes for you for forever.
Mm-hmm. And a charity can get involved with it, and they can
absolutely
have opportunities there. So there's definitely places to do it. And then you kind of mentioned about the content, though. Yes, you can repurpose content. However, you would the way TikTok videos are, right? They're long ways. So you wouldn't, obviously, it would be awkward if it was like obviously it's going to be cropped to the format that you'd have.
But a lot of the platforms are leaning in on this. What David means is like the phone up and down versus side to side, right? So when you hold it up and down, you're in portrait. When you turn it, you're in landscape. Instagram, Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. These are all, Twitter itself is built into kind of a portrait kind of format, right? So what he's saying is it would probably be a little hard to take a portrait video and put it on YouTube. However, there are creators absolutely doing it by adding in overlays over the video.
Right, but so it's still making it engaged
within
the platform.
You nailed it. Right. Know the platform and lean into that. So if you're putting something up on Facebook, figure out who's there and how to best reach them. It's not going to be a regular post. It's going to be a group or a Facebook Live, just because they won't serve anything else to anybody. That's the game. And if you're concerned or confused at any point, shoot us an email. Send it. info@iwantclarity.com. I'm pretty sure gets to us.
Yeah.
So, and you know us already. We want to help make sure these platforms don't stop you, but start you.
All right. A few more questions. Got a few more minutes here. How long can videos be?
So for anyone that just begins on it, you've got a 60-second cap, and you could do 60, you could do anything under that. They have a little button that you could just do quick 15s. Now, as you grow with the platform, they have expanded that, but those are kind of things that come with certain follower counts and certain credentialing. So you will see content as long as 3 minutes now on the platform. That's not available for everybody, though.
Okay. And how much time do people spend making these videos? Is this
so that's all over the place.
Okay.
But there are creators that spend a few minutes putting something together and post it. There are others that go into production and spend days to make one. So I'll give an example to everybody. There's this really funny young man. You don't have to follow him if you don't want to. His name's Andrew Russo. I happen to like him. He created some characters. I don't know the guy. This is just me just saying it's comedy, and sometimes I like a light moment, right? He puts only one piece of content out a week, and you can see it takes him time to put it together. He's playing every character, right? So he's filming himself in different outfits and different things. So a creator at that level is obviously putting a lot of time in. There's scripting, right? But there's other creators that are just giving positivity, motivation, doing it while they're walking their dog, like literally like this.
Yeah.
Because it's about the content
in the moment.
The comedian is trying to make a little skit show. So obviously you got to put some of that in there.
That might be a few hours,
exactly.
Maybe a day.
Sure.
Okay.
But if you just wanted to share, like right now, if I wanted to share the 5 things you need to know about TikTok, I could probably put that together in under 30 minutes because the app is so powerful. It shows you just press, start recording, stop. You can do 5 little clips, put them together. It's all within the native app. That's what's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
all the video processing is baked into the app for free.
The video editing is as far as I've heard, it really the reason why it really got the legs that did. I know with the music side of it, but the ability, right, for users to be able to take the video or stitch videos together and be able to kind of create your own platform without having to use 20 different third parties and
no third parties. That's what's so crazy.
Right? It's all in there. There's editing. It's not like just like cut, beginning and end. It goes deeper than that, right?
Way deeper. Yeah. The coolest part, and why I'm encouraging you to just jump in before you even make anything and start watching stuff, play with it. The coolest part too is you can create a video and not put it live. You can put it into draft. You don't have to be concerned about stuff. You can play and learn without anyone seeing your thing that you're not finished with. But I would say though, it's almost fun to put something out, to see A, the organic reach, B, did anyone care, and C, getting that fluidity to like, I can do this. Because you can do this. And you can absolutely do this.
What's going to get eyes on your brand? All right, I'll end with one more question. Let's see here. Should I try to make a viral video?
I know that's a great question, right?
I mean, this could go for any platform.
It could, and it's going to be the same answer across platforms.
Okay.
If you're attempting to make a viral video, you're inherently not doing what makes a video viral. A video is not viral because you think it would go viral. It's viral because the market.
But it was funny. And
in your head, you might have the greatest idea in the world, and that video gets 6 views, and then the thing you thought was dumb gets 6 million because you don't get to determine that. It's the market that determines what's viral. So don't chase the dragon in that regard. Put out content you believe in, put out something you feel strongly about, and you will be incredibly surprised with the response. If you're wrapped up in how do I make something viral, you're losing the whole picture.
Yeah.
Because that's not how viral content works. It works because other people liked it and shared it. Now, if you think you're the person that knows what everyone's going to like, well, just start a marketing agency and make $1 billion already, because that's the toughest thing out there. There's been Super Bowl ads. You've seen them where companies spent $15 million and nobody liked it. And that's after a lot of people got involved and thought that was a good idea. Don't worry about making the next viral thing. There's no reason you would even know that. Just make stuff that's meaningful to you and your business and give. The big thing is give. Give that information, because it'll never hurt you that someone trusts your account of something, whether you're selling a shirt and you want to talk about why you believe 100% cotton is going to be better for you. Give that information. If it's a fun fact, if it's a cooking tip, if you're into cooking, if it's a podcasting tip, because people want to know about podcasting and you have knowledge, put it in your content, and then you'll see how people really feel and what viral means.
So it's the conviction versus anything else at this point,
right.
versus thinking that you have the idea that is going to get shared a million times.
If you're looking at gaming the system, you're going to lose long term, right? So if you figure out a little wrinkle of like, hey, I can use the hot Drake song and get some views, right? That's true. But if he's not putting out a new song every week, I know that. So if that's your strategy, you're going to miss something. What you would never miss is knowing more about your own business. So if you're, again, I'll use a marketing agency. We know SEO tips. We know social media tips. We could put stuff like that out there. Just let people know what we know. Because in the end, and you know this for your business, whether you're a lawyer, doctor, people will still need you. They either aren't going to have the time to do it or they don't have the credentials to do it. So you giving that information is never going to hurt you. It's only going to build trust with your potential customers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I this went from TikTok into just how can I get my branding out there correctly? Appreciate all the insights. This was really cool. Educated me a lot more even on the little usage of TikTok that I've been able to do. And I kind of want to go back on it now.
It's a little more fun than you might have been led to believe. If you like comedy, cooking, facts, learning, it's got a lot of cool stuff on there.
It's fun. Well, thanks everybody for joining. If you're watching this on our kind of after replays, definitely put any chats or any questions you want in email. If you're watching now, put anything that you want on email as well afterwards if you have any questions or need anything. We appreciate everybody for joining, watching it live, watching it recorded, and following and getting educated from Craig here on TikTok. That was fun. So thanks. Everybody have a good one.